Hi, Grandma Debbie here. All right, so whenever I find blueberries on sale, the fresh ones, I buy a ton of them. Now, we eat a lot of them during that time. We eat them with like cottage cheese or yogurt or something, or we just eat them plain. But I also like to freeze them. And sorry, I wasn't sure if my mic was on. But I also like to freeze them. And every year, I try to find different ways to incorporate them into recipes. Usually, I just do blueberry muffins and I just do blueberry pancakes. But once in a while, I do find some interesting things to do with blueberries. And so, it just depends on what I find and what I want to do with them. Well, this time I'm making old-fashioned blueberry muffins, one of my favorites. And I love muffins in the morning for breakfast with a hot cup of coffee. It's a great way to start my day. And I also do like blueberry muffin or blueberry pancakes too. I don't have them very often, but I do enjoy them. So today, though, we are making old-fashioned blueberry muffins. And we're going to get started. I did take my blueberries out of the freezer and they've been thawing out, so they're good to go. And so we're going to get going. Okay, so we're going to get going on doing this. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put 2.5 cups of flour in a bowl. And we're also going to be making our crumb mixture at the same time. So we're going to do 1/2 cup of flour for that. Okay, so we got that done. And then we're going to add in 4 teaspoons of baking powder. So we're going to add that to our flour mixture. Okay, and then we're going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and I'm just using the pink salt. Okay, and we're just going to mix this up, and we're going to set it off to the side. Okay, move it. All right. Okay, now in another bowl, we're going to add in, what are we going to add in? We're going to add in 1/2 cup of sugar. And we're going to add in 1/2 cup of sugar to our topping mixture. So currently we're up to 3 cups of flour and 1 cup of sugar. All right, and then we're going to add in 1/4 cup of butter. So we got that. And we're going to add in 1 egg. We're going to cream this together. And I got a lot of things going on in the kitchen today, and so I feel like I'm like discombobulated, trying to find all the workspace I need. Okay. Now we're going to add in our flour mixture. Okay, so you're just going to do that until it's crumbly. Okay, now we're going to add in 1 cup of milk. And we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you're just going to mix this up until it's all mixed together. And let me angle my camera down to where you can really actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so it's all mixed. So now we're going to add in our blueberries, and we're adding in 1.5 cups of blueberries. I'm just going to kind of fold these in. Okay, and this is what it looks like so far. All right, I need to get my trays ready. So let me go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to get our muffin tins ready. So all I'm doing is I'm using silicone papers, or whatever you want to call them. I prefer those to using paper or just putting oil. They come out easier, and so I would just much rather do that. Okay, so we got that done. So now what we're going to do is we're going to fill up each one with some of the muffin mixture. And I am preheating my oven right now to 375. And they're going to bake in a 375 oven for about 20 minutes. I think I might be able to fill up some of these a little bit more. Grab another spoon. And I actually think that I'm going to be able to get 6 more out of these. So I'm going to grab another muffin tin. So I'll just go until these ones are full. All right, I'm not going to get 6 more. I'm only going to get 3 more. But since it was only supposed to make 12, that's still a bonus to me. Okay, All right, so now we're going to make the crumbly mixture that goes on top of these. So I've got the flour and I've got sugar in here. I'm now going to add in some cinnamon. And then I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of butter. Now my butter was rock hard because I'd gotten it out of the freezer or refrigerator. So I did microwave it for a few minutes. But all we're going to do now, or not a few minutes, a few seconds. Oh my gosh. It would have been totally melted. So now we're just going to kind of, I might use my fingers. Yeah, I think so. Get this all crumbly. And then I'm going to get my stuff all over the counter. You just want to get it all mixed up. Okay, looks like it's all mixed up. So we're going to add a little bit of crumb mixture onto each one of the tops of the muffins. And try not to get it all over like I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to pause you for a second. My bread's done. Okay, sorry about that. I got a new bread maker, and I was making some bread for the first time, trying it out. Okay, I gotta be a little more careful with this. I'm just getting it all over the kitchen. Okay, now my oven is heated up, so these are going to go into the oven, like I said, for 20 to 30 minutes until they're done. All right, so I'm going to get these in the oven. Okay, so I got them out of the oven. The ones that were in the, that only had the 3, those took 20 minutes. The other ones took 25 minutes. So, like I said, I think it was just a placement of where they were in the oven. So just be aware of that it could take up to 30 minutes to do these. All right, I'm gonna let these cool for a moment and get them out of the, then I'll get them out and let them sit and cool. They smell wonderful. My kitchen smells great. So looking forward to them. I just, look so good. All right. Okay, so they've cooled off a little bit. So I just want to get them out of here and get them onto the cooling rack. This is one of the nice things about using silicone is that they come out really easy. Ooh, that one was a little warm. And I'm just going to make a huge mess. I'm going to continue on with the making the mess. Because why not? I think I'm going to use a little knife to get the others out. Yeah, these are going to be great for breakfast. All right, looking good. And here you have it. Here's the finished product. Okay. Well, I just want to thank you for coming along with me on this journey. I hope that you're having an amazing day and everything's going really well. This recipe is a pretty simple recipe. I actually got it out of this cookbook, and it's called Magic of Christmas. And it's under the heading of Christmas morning. But once again, you can do this any time of the year. It doesn't have to be Christmas morning. But if you do it Christmas morning, keep in mind, it doesn't take very long to do all this. Now, I was a little discombobulated because I had many things going on in my kitchen, way too many things. I should have cut back and said, nope, going to only do one thing at a time. But no, I didn't. I thought I'd get everything done at once. I was baking bread, making muffins, trying to get the dishes done. Yeah, it was just a lot. And so, just too many things going on. All right. Well, once again, I hope that you're having an amazing day. Everything's going great for you. It's spring. Of course, so where I live, you would think it's summer because we're already 100 degrees. I'm looking forward to the summer then. If we're already 100, we're going to be way over that come June or July. All right. Well, once again, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything's going great. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, and hit the share button, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.